welcome back to Jerba Campervans. My name's Owen and I'm here today on the NEC Caravan and Motorhome Show here in Birmingham. What I want to do today is do a quick rapid tour of the vehicles that we've got here and the kind of major changes that we've made this year. I'm going to run through those major changes. We'll nip round each vehicle and we'll have a quick look. You know, fundamentally, I think the major changes are that we've just finished developing our own pop-top elevating roof. So we've now got the long and the short, the front and the rear opening, and they're all ready to for people to have a good look at. I think one of the biggest developments has been the sliding rail system for our Tiree and our Cromarty, which I'll do a quick demonstration for in a minute. We're now fitting a 100 amp hour lithium battery system to all of our vehicles as a standard, and that's married up with the new Sargent screen, which is really, really good, gives you complete control over all the electrics in your vehicle. Finally, as we're walking around, you're going to see that all the three vehicles that we've got this year are Fords, the new Ford Transit Custom. We, of course, all of our layouts are going to be available on the new VW Transporter T7 as well. I'll walk you through now and we'll have a quick look at those major details. So let's get into this. So I'm here sat in the back of the Tiree, our short wheelbase version. The classic campervan layout with the cabinets down one side. So we've not made any massive revolutionary changes to the layout because it's a layout that works. One of the main reasons that this is such a popular layout is simply because it can both be a campervan and a van itself. So lots of customers, you know, have this as potentially a first or a second vehicle. And this can therefore, you know, it needs to be able to go and do, you know, rubbish tip run. It needs to go and do an IKEA run. So this, I think, is probably one of the biggest developments that we've got. This new seat system that we've got in the Tiree and the Cromarty, it allows real versatility. So this run down here allows it to run the full length of the van. So all the way to the back and all the way to the front. And I'll just do a quick demonstration of basically how it works, but it is very, very clever in terms of the fact that, you know, it's not a rock and roll. Lots of people ask us if we got rock and roll beds in this vehicle. No, rock and roll beds are both an uncomfortable seat and an uncomfortable bed because it's a seat trying to be a bed and a bed trying to be a seat. This is two distinct sides to each leaf of the bed, and therefore it's a comfortable, textured, deep seat, so you feel like you're actually sitting in a seat and you're all, you know, not sliding up and down the bench. And then crucially for the bed element of it, it's flat and it's got a topper already built in. So let me just turn around and have a quick demonstration of this. So all I need to do is pinch that and pull that forward, and then I fold that section over, and then I pull this lever just down here and that slots down into there, and this is the topper. Now, one of the things that has changed with the sliding rail system is the storage underneath. We've had to redesign a way of maintaining lots of storage under there, but allowing it to move with the bed. So, number one is we've got this drawer that is deep and runs all the way to the full length of the van. And we've got this very clever system of bags which are produced by the same company, Mobiframe. And what they're allowing is for a bag to be either packed in the house and brought out and then hooked on to this clever bar here and then slid under, or a great place for bedding. So lots of options there, as well as the actual rails themselves comes with loads of different fitments for either a bike front wheel to hold the wheel, ones that go in the central pinion of the front wheel if you take the front wheel off, or ones that are designed for webbing between the rails or get attachment points for other straps, etc. So lots of again flexibility and versatility within this system as well. We're here now in the Cromarty, and the Cromarty is the longer wheelbase version of the Tiree that we've just been sitting in. Major difference between one to the other is that this is a wider bed. Because you're getting an extra 400mm in the vehicle, we've now been able to add a 126 wide bed in here to give people a little bit more space. Over here on this side, we've got, this is a gasless, entirely gasless van. Lots of you on the YouTube channel know about Wallace because we go, you know, we definitely mention it, but so many people still, every time we come to the show, have never heard of it before. So this is not an induction hob. Everyone thinks it's an induction hob, but what it is here is a diesel powered, running off your main diesel tank. We've tapped into the tank itself, and it gives you 2 burner hobs here, and then when you close the lid, it's got a nifty little fan along the back that blows air over the surface and gives you heating throughout the night and on those cold days. So you've got your control just down here. Wallace, they've got their stand over there, and they make us tea on their working one on their stand, which is great. And they told us that it uses about 1/3 of a cup of diesel if you have it running all over the night. And they also told me that if they run it full blast for a full tank of fuel in a vehicle, that it'd last for well over a month. So very, very efficient. And of course it gets rid of your gas tank. It means you don't have to check at the beginning of a trip, do I need to get another bottle? Should we buy a second one? Should we not? If you then run out somewhere these days, it's so much more difficult to get gas. So again, it really, you know, just means you've got one source of fuel. We've also got here our composite countertops. Now these composite countertops I think are absolutely superb, and we've had an amazing response here at the show. Not something you need, it's something you want, but they are also very hard wearing, very scratch resistant, and they'll take 160 degrees centigrade without marking, so you can put your pans straight on them, and they are completely waterproof. They tested them for waterproofness by boiling a piece of it for 2 days, and it had no impact on it. So a useful thing for your countertop in your van. Of course, again with the lovely under counter lights again. Lots of changes throughout, and some of them are quite sort of fundamental to the vehicle. Sliding rails, our elevating roof. Some of them, as I said, are just a little bit of extra glam for your van. Next thing to have a look at is our new elevating roof. The elevating roof we had on our old vehicle was very popular, and was one of the things that you know, kind of, I think marked us out as having something that we, you know, really were very proud of, and was very suited to, you know, stronger wind conditions. Midge-proof netting obviously was something that's been very popular, but we're back with a new design, and this one is now from our point of view easier to fit, which is good, because it's, you know, it's going to be easier to it's going to be better for customers. The faster we can get it on, the better. But more importantly, it's a stronger design, and it's still got our lovely slatted bed with a good quality mattress on the top of it. We haven't done full weight testing yet of the top of it, so I don't want to give you a weight for it quite yet, but that'll be coming soon. But again, really high quality Ventile cotton, big open window at the end, midge-proof opening side elements for the ventilation, and a nice strip along the top, also midge-proof. So that's our roof system. Also in this van, we've got an example of one of our new cabinets. So we've changed the supplier to really, I think, improve significantly what we're offering. The boards that we used to use were high quality, but this is an even further step up, and these are now a 0.6mm coating of HPL, which is very, very hard material and very, very scratch resistant, and very difficult to damage. This is just one of our options on the countertop here, this lovely green, and of course we've now got these lovely under counter lights.
finally then, we have got our Sanna, which is a more unique layout designed for longer trips. Unique because it's got a fixed toilet in the back, which is very clever and folds away. This one is a 4 seat belted seat conversion with 2 berth, but has the option of another 2 berths in the roof bed, which can be easily fitted. What you're looking at is another option of our new cabinet material and one of our composite countertops as well, which looks really neat together. If we come through then to the front, let's have a quick look at how the single beds fold out.
So just to demonstrate then these seats at the front, the 2 singles we've got on this Sanna. Now of course there is a mechanism that can be added on to allow them to slide together into a double. The only problem with that is that then it does make it more difficult for somebody to get to the toilet at night time. Just to demonstrate how simple and easy these are to set up. And of course I mentioned on the Tiree that we make sure that all of our beds and seats are not a compromise between the 2. You want a really comfortable, deep, textured seat that allows you to not slide backwards and forwards on it, and then you pull this lever and it folds over. Then you've got your proper mattress topper there, and you pull that lever and that folds down there. So you've then got 2 good comfortable seats in the front. You can also then sit in that seat and read your book. So a great option there for having a different style of camper van, one that's got a proper living space at the front here, and your sort of bedroom area effectively, with the option, as I said, with the one upstairs. But then as you go to the rear of the van and you have a look at what's going on over there, you can see you've got much deeper cabinets and much more ability to store stuff. And then obviously on the left of that, you've got your wardrobe, you've got your fridge, and you've got your toilet. So, really hope you enjoyed watching our little run through of what we brought to this year's show, and it is always an absolute pleasure, a real chance to speak to everybody that comes down, either people that have got a vehicle on order already, or those who are kind of thinking about it. What I've got coming up next for you is a few videos running through some of the software on the van, some details on how to maintain your vehicle, so lots of interesting stuff coming up. Get yourself subscribed, get yourself in the comment section and let us know how we think that went, and see you on the next one. Cheers.